Greetings, love. It's Intuitive Jacob, and we're back to do a leap into love reading. Feel free to check your sun, your moon, and your rising. We're going to be pulling 7 cards from this John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck to have a look at what you are both thinking on the first line, how you're feeling, and then how people are acting. And then the center card is going to be basically your disposition. Let's have a look on the inside. Greetings, Sagittarius. How you doing? It's so good to have you here. I'm hearing congratulations to whoever just found out, because I'm hearing good news for some of you. Alright, so how's Pi see all things clearly for 2020 treating you? How's that going? Are you hearing and seeing things differently? We've got you and them, what you have in common. And what we're looking at here, these are thoughts, these are feelings. This is how people might be acting. Let's just go ahead and flip these over. It sure is time for this. A lot of people are going through this right now, Sag. I feel like you might be especially motivated to speak up, especially if you know that you probably could have, is what I'm hearing. Probably could have, because for some of you all, if you're not in a relationship yet, this is like that maybe person that it's like they might not have extended themselves to you. And I'm hearing in some cases, you might feel like they might have misunderstood what you meant. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like being very clear is what this is. And for some of you all, this is like also knowing, because for some of you all, you might actually be in a relationship with this person. They're feeling down about something. I'm hearing they have the doldrums. Especially if they have a lot of Gemini in their chart. Although that could be you too. And if that's the case, I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like learning to make a decision if that's the case. If you're a Sag that has like a strong like Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, something, one of your other signs, I'm hearing it's like you might just be making a decision, especially if they haven't been paying attention to you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the feelings are here. Okay, yeah, big time. Because for some of you all, it's like, I don't know if they are rejecting you on purpose or maybe they felt rejected, but I'm hearing it's like it cut big time. And it's like a scratch. I'm just seeing it's like somebody just like feels scratched or like there's a cut. It's like real cat-like behavior. It's like if somebody like, if you've ever had a cat scratch you, I have some scratches over here. I have an older cat and he kind of had a little thing the other day and scratched me up real good. I'm hearing it's kind of like that. I'm catching for some of y'all. And it's like whether or not it's worth it is what I'm hearing. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all it's like financial communications that are affecting why somebody is doing something emotionally. Because this financial and material changes is actually showing up as like an emotional motivator. So you're going to know if that's you. Because for some of you all, that might be it, you know? And I'm hearing it's like, when you look at it like that, it makes you not want to be in the relationship with the person. It's like, I don't want to be like just strapped to you for money, you know? And it being like, that's where we cut that one off. And so for some of y'all, that's going to feel really good. It's the right kind of poison for like a dangerous situation to not have to fester. Because for some of y'all, it's like you have something burdensome that's been like going away emotionally, maybe to do with the relationship, because it is kind of showing like, you know, like the marriage finger, even though it looks like it's on the other hand. I'm just hearing it's like how a reverse image might look, you know, if you're on the other side of a mirror. Maybe something creepy that somebody actually said to you about that, where you realize they were like watching you weird. Yeah, because I'm hearing it's like, it's glaring. It'll glare in your face right now. Especially if they've been like, I'm hearing if they just are kind of passive aggressive is what I'm hearing. Because it's like they feel like mopey and they're like facing here in the dark where all this light is over here. Maybe you've been loving with them and then there's like, here's this knife about how I'm feeling, and they might not say much, but when they do, it's like, ow. Yeah, and I'm saying for some of you, it's like, that's what I've been dealing with. And so, just know, because somebody might feel like they get the upper hand with that. With that ace being there, it's a little sticky for me. Okay, let's see what's going on, how people are acting, because this is like on an emotional level, like what the texture is, and so let's actually see what they're doing. Woo! Maybe that's why they're keeping to themselves. I don't know. Maybe that's kind of how they show that too, though, because I'm hearing it's like, you're just gonna know if that's something that they do. I'm getting head games here a lot with some of you all, big time, because it's like this crown chakra thing here. It's like you having to play psychic about this and being like, what the? And I just see somebody being like just sitting there, just like, am I hearing this right? And like, kind of feeling like you're trying to balance it at the same time. I just feel like you might be like trying to be really loving about it. You might be trying to make a big decision about it too, especially if you love them. And it's like, I hear like for some of y'all, it's like, I was on the verge of proposing to you, or like I was on the verge of, or just knowing that you're like there. And then it's like somebody just sort of, they check out in this way that lets you know that it's like, because they're not getting their way. And so it's like, I hear it's like you can't win for losing though. And so for some of you, it's having to make a decision to just let them cut themselves off here emotionally, because whatever they did the last time was the last coup, especially if they just shut it out and then just kind of stuck it in your face at the same time. You're going to know if that happened, because for some people it's like, I don't even know how you accomplished that, but thank you, you know? Because it's a really strong attitude about it too. And that's why I kind of laugh about this one, because this is like the hermit energy, which is somebody that's taken their time and they might just be busy. Sometimes this is like 9 years of whatever went into this. And so it's like a certain kind of attitude. It's like the solitude. And I'm hearing for some people it's like there's a certain kind of crabby disposition happening for some people. It's not with everybody. I'm just hearing, though, there might be a grudge. And for some of you, well, if you stepped out on the marriage, or if it was like how they're perceiving what happened, or like whatever your partnership is, because there's different things coming up here now. Now it's like you knowing if this one's for you, okay? Or and this is you lit up in your crown chakra, where the water is telling you the hidden messages, and what Dr. Masaru Emoto and I'm hearing what Hikaru Imoto are proving right now about the water. and how the harmonic resonance slightly changed. It's like how the sound would change in a latent model when you hear how sound will decay. But I'm hearing those are technical things, because for some of you all, I'm hearing this is like about somebody's technical work coming out in the open, and like some private book that nobody talked about, and like the only way to reveal it, and you know how that stuff works. But what I'm hearing though, for some of y'all, it's like you knowing, if this is your story, when this is hitting you in the crown chakra, if you stepped out, and while either they were depressed, or going through something, or maybe they just didn't know. It's like, well, their back was turned. If you cheated on this person, you know, and it's like, maybe there was some financial motivation or something, or maybe it's like, maybe you weren't technically together, but they kind of looked at it that way, is what I'm saying. I'm hearing somebody's guide saying that, and it's like, now they have a different lens on how to deal with you. And so I hear if it's like you might be trying to come back, you might be like somebody that I'm hearing you grew through a difficult time. It might be something that you did occupationally though that maybe they felt was like cheating on them. Maybe it wasn't like a sexual encounter, maybe it was like a financial thing. I'm hearing for somebody it's like gambling or something, and like trying to come back and prove that either maybe you're not drinking. I'm hearing you might be on like your 7th step right now or something. You earn your 7th chip, and it's like they're not really there. They're kind of just, and I'm hearing it's like it's almost like a scab grew, you know, just because it was like they felt like they were being wounded. And so I'm hearing for some of y'all it's like, what happens to the pearl? You know, it's like a really well-developed pearl is very well guarded, and that's a hard shell. It's rough, you know. So, for some of you all, it's learning how to hold space in that too. And I'm hearing they might need to see how you're invested in this really strong. And when I say invested in this, I don't even mean like money. It's like how devoted you have been. And it's like you having to really kind of really go to a place with your highest seeking mind, you know, to prove that, and also maybe show what you're willing to invest in that. It might be a physical thing, because they're just looking really strong here in some kind of way, and like they're okay with cutting and turning. And so for some of y'all, it's like you have somebody to impress if you have hurt them, because they've actually kind of grown into the tower, you know. So let's see here, what do you have in common? We've got the spiritual yin. Here you go. So this is somebody who is right on the understanding with you. And so this is very, very special, because for some of you all, this is you coming face to face with a narcissist is the thing. And it's like it's a difficult message to deliver for some people, because you might be playing head games, you know, or you might not realize how it's like they just know exactly. And where that can be energetic vampirism for some of you all, and where this has been there, especially if one person is really giving. And I'm hearing it's like flip-flop. It's like flip-flop situations where it's just kind of been like a weird wobble. And where some of you are learning how to untether from that. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's amazing that you can even see this, because what it does is it leaves you for the higher. Because if this space heals because of some form of love and communication that you're willing to invest in this now, it's like it's just a very special way to redefine what it is to be in yoga, because of the solitude and the also partnership, the mirroring resonances here in the face of perhaps physical changes, material changes, emotional changes, people's ability to even be able to speak or communicate clearly in a way where, you know, maybe they're even talking. So the ability here that you have, I think, speaks for itself here because of the sort of energies that are here. And so I would just recommend, especially if you're a Sagittarius that didn't realize that you have a healing power that is yours. It's yours. It's your ability to be that. It's like now you might have a new way that you're learning to put your hand on it, maybe, so to speak, about how that affects you emotionally, especially if you've had to make some difficult changes because of this thing that maybe you didn't realize you had a sensitivity to before. And it might have taken you getting kind of poked there by this person that I'm hearing you absolutely love them. And so for some of you all, you're going to have an awakening about what it is that you know and your ability to hold that energy up so that they can actually continue this. Because I'm feeling it's like there was a sort of metamorphosis energy that was coming for some of the other readings that I had done, and I'm feeling it really strong with this person here, especially if they have a strong tie with Virgo, because a lot of times this is a very Virgo energy for me here. And I'm hearing that it's like, I don't know why I'm hearing this. I don't even know if people use this word anymore, but they're saying it might be like the gift that this person had developed by being told that they had Asperger's, and like what it would mean to them to be able to understand how to communicate or have a relationship with somebody, and like where they maybe cut off, and where it's like your ability to stand clearly with them. I don't know if this is going to make sense for everybody. This is specific for somebody though. It's just where you can open this up. And I'm hearing that if there's something that you can do to share with them, especially if they ever shared with you like a passage. I'm hearing maybe they shared with you a card. Maybe they're a card reader too. Maybe they share cards or have things like this. I'm feeling like you have some sort of visual communication or something that you might have shared with each other, that you being able to kind of relay that information back to them as a reminder is something that's actually going to jog them, because it's a certain interest level that I'm hearing that they were so downtrodden and so put upon in this way, and just it's so naturalized to them that they don't even have a concept that somebody could have valued what they shared with you, you know, like that there's something you might be able to serve up. And so you're going to know if that's for you or not. Definitely think about it, especially if this is somebody that you're in love with, because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like this is where this whole relationship becomes defined, and where it's okay to be alone and also secure in a couple. And so it's like realizing that you weren't lonely there, even if you felt alone. And I'm hearing it's like a special gift that you can offer them. I don't know, it's for somebody. Let me see if I can get a little bit more advice on that from the Sibylus here. I'm just going to drop it here on Spiritual Union for my Sagittarius that's waking up to your healing gift and needing to know how to express this crown chakra thing in a way that's going to light up your hermit. Because for some of you all, this is like how your relationship gets really romantic. Maybe where it didn't look like it either. And here's a cautionary note. This isn't for all y'all, because some of y'all are dealing with a serious headfuckery situation with somebody that's a spiritual narcissist. And you're going to need to know that too. Just be careful if that's the case, because sometimes people will try to take you like that, especially if they're taking you for money like that. So just watch it. This one here. Alright, Saggy. That's better be app. Okay, so this is a fun card. This is a very protected style energy. Some people cannot stand it. They can't even handle it. They can't even be around it because it's like, damn. And it's in your face. And sometimes I've seen people do this so ridiculous. Like, oh, what is this fool? I cannot stand these people that offer this as a tactic, because it's
it's trickery. What's this idiot's name? The one that teaches guys how to trick women by dressing like peacock and, you know, all this stuff. Mystery. That stuff. Pickup artist crap. Okay. Really trite, bad, low-level magic crap. Some people show up like that because they can't handle a real superbia. This is like... if you've studied any of the esoteric arts, this is what your supreme is, okay? And so there's a certain kind of protection, there's a certain amount of attention and energy on it, and there's a certain amount of like haters that just like pale in comparison and will try to like fluff up and like peacock all around the actual peacock. And so here for some of y'all, this is a leaded bag here. Just know it, because especially if this person, I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, but people don't even know about this person because they look at them and they just think something that's like so off. And it's like how you know them is so different that it's like how you can stand out with them is helping them also see how much better they are. If that makes sense. It's like how much better they are than everybody else to you, because for some of you all, it's like they don't even know it. They're just disconnected because of whatever they've been dealing with. And for some of them, they've been grieving about something. It's a big grievance. Here's the other thing. Oh, there. Lamante. So this is somebody making a romantic gesture. That is one of two lovers from this deck. That's the guy, girl, other, she, they, other, know your own designations that will show up. And it's like, they might see that light on there and they don't have to do anything creepy. Please don't do anything creepy. Be the right kind of creeper, you know what I mean? But they're going to take a certain initiative. Like they're going to do something that's romantic. I was picking up on this vibe from one of the other tribes here too. Like sometimes this person will just like, sometimes they'll go a little unrequited because they're just so willing to be present for that it can go like that. But I'm hearing tend to the garden with this one, okay? Because this is like show up big energy and like knowing what to do. And look at that. Okay, so this is the person that has the intentions to marry, because that's Gran Signore. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, if you really want to make an impression, you need to talk to their parent, like whoever the father figure is or something, especially if she's like being protected in some way. I'm getting like, it's like the princess up in the tower vibe and like why she's bored over there. And it's like her dad is seriously like overprotective. And I'm hearing he might be like the guy that will like meet you with the shotgun and be like, haha, it's a joke, but you know, it's like not a joke. And so it's like, you know, you're showing up and you have to be able to be this guy. Or at least be the one that he's like okay with. And so for some of you all, that's what it is. It's just the doctor order. And it's also being willing to show up, because this is a house visit. This is what this tutorial is. So for some of you all, you need to call in the help of somebody that's going to help you plan this. If you need help with that, I'm very good at this type of strategic moving. So hit me up, especially if you have like details. We can get like really specific answers for your questions if you like. I'd love to hear your comments. Let me know if it's for you or what you thought. And if you'd like a little more attention too, we have a chat room. Very Fine Martians, details below. It's a Discord chat. And if I don't hear from you, just know I love you. I love you, Sag. You're looking good. This is looking like love. Catch you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.